Hi, I'm Brian Baldwin, and when I'm not too busy waking up underneath of a rusty grocery cart next to a dumpster fire after 3 days of doing meth and injecting Irish whiskey into my bloodstream, I'm watching Liam's live stream. Thanks, Liam!
Yes, hello, good morning. It is July 7th, 2023, and I am higher than I've ever been before. Let me rephrase that. Hello and welcome. It is really good to be here, and yeah, I am excited. Oh my gosh, this has been an adventure, and I am just, oh man. You'll notice that not everything is set up yet. We don't have, as Tim Paulding would call it, the bling light set up. My lighting is still not where I'd like it to be. I actually probably left the blinds open to get some air into the room, so we might get overloaded by light later. But listen, I'm here, and I'm just happy to be here. Tu Hong Jung is here. This is like the Super Liam opening theme. It's kind of like the Elworks logo, yeah. Brian Baldwin is here. John Follis is here. Let's see who else is here. Cassie is here. Hi, Cassie. Tim Appleby is here. Sports commentary says that you're back. Oh, Tim is listening from Atlantic, so Halifax. So that would be Atlantic, Canada. So it would be 10 in the morning there. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Of course, 10:30 in Newfoundland. If you were on the rock. But hi, Audio Game Geek. Evil Chocolate Cookie is here. Audio Gamer wrote in. Battleman wrote in. Ricardo says, hi, Liam. Happy Friday for you and all listeners. Yes. No, Nightbot's here too. That's good. Ricardo says greetings from Germany. Hello. Hello. Yeah, that's all I know. Mach schnell. That's all I know. Yes, it is very nice to have my own place. It's very nice to be in my place. And I finally, again, after a long time, have uptime. I have been waiting for this. There we go. These are kind of hard to open. These are cool. They're in metal bottles. And this one is the blood orange one. I really like these. I like that they're resealable. And it's so, oh my gosh. This has been, if you watch the stream from, I guess it would be like 15 days ago, I talked a bit about the process. Obviously, I couldn't talk about like the moving process because I hadn't moved yet. Hey, Steven, how's it going? I'm listening from across the street for 5 more seconds until my Uber turns in. Yeah, literally, if you were to fly, A, it would be cool, and B, you are literally straight across the street from me, which is crazy. So, yeah. You could say, hallo, ich bin Liam aus Amerika. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tuhung. I appreciate it. It hasn't popped up yet, but thank you. I just saw that, and I'm glad that I entertain you, hopefully in a positive way. I would assume so if you are super chatting. But yeah, nice, man. So the move was crazy, and I think anyone that knows, that has lived this, knows. When I moved last April from Chicago to Missouri, I was moving into someone else's space. And so literally it was me and like 4 bins of things and like my clothes and like a couple other small things, right?
Chu Hong Jun donated Mer6 through Super Chat. Thanks, because entertain us.
Oh, you're welcome. But before I did the move, like in 22, it was very easy because it was just me and my stuff. When you are setting up your own space with your own things and having to purchase your own things, there is so much more work that's involved. So I just got my desk yesterday, Wednesday. And I got the computer set up Wednesday night, into Thursday morning. It was, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. This desk is kind of cool. It's an IKEA special, and, it's neat. It's got drawers. It's got cable management behind the desk. And it wasn't bad. It's a flat desk. I didn't go for like a computer workstation or anything crazy. OMG, my breakfast about to come up. Listen, I don't speak German, okay? Where's my monkey? I just punched it. Yeah, so if you do super chat, you don't punch monkeys. You get the ring sound. I could change that. I should update that. The donation on PayPal is the monkey punching sound. I don't know why. I guess we could have done something for that, but we didn't. So, sorry. But yes, the move has been crazy. I am now in the great state of Colorado, in the Denver area. So Denver Metro, represent, whoop whoop, 303-720 in the house. I feel like there's another one, but I'm thinking of a different prefix, which I think is like Colorado Springs, like down south. Yes, it took me the better part of a year to furnish this place because the way I wanted, because that stuff doesn't come cheap. No, it does not. Really does not. I really stretched myself thin furnishing it. But really I needed a desk because, I don't want to so I'm going to address this. I don't want to get into where I work and what I do, but I'm going to say that I will be working from home.
Brandon Cross donated $10
Thank you, Brandon.
Super Chat. Have a few beers or coffees on me.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be doing like hybrid work, so I can work from home some days, work in the office other days. So I wanted a workspace that I could go sit at and work at and, work effectively at. And that was like the number one priority for me, was to make sure that I had that. So I planked down some money, and I'm going to be paying it back. But I'm very happy and comfortable. My apartment's cool. I'm not inviting Brian over because he said my apartment sucks, so he doesn't get to come over. So Brian sucks. No, I don't know. So it's just cool. It's amazing. I never thought, and I said this in the last stream, I did not think I would ever be here. So if you had told Liam a year ago, hey bro, this time next year you're going to be in an apartment in Colorado and getting ready for like an amazing opportunity, I'd be like, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I worked on Colfax as a lady of the night. That's on the weekends, yeah. I'm a lady of the weekend, actually. Get it right. Yeah, no, we don't Colfax. No, we don't go there. But yeah, it's just really cool. I'm so excited to be here. My apartment's really neat. I have a little balcony. I was actually out there this morning having coffee, and it was just nice and pleasant and just really cool. It's the perfect size for me, and I'm happy with it. I really, and it's also really nice being back in. It's really nice being back in society again and actually being able to do things and go places. I've always complained about the fact that I didn't really complain about it. It was just a thing I noticed, was that like I didn't have a lot of transportation options where I lived. Also, there wasn't a lot to do, so it was hard to get places and do things. Denver, though, has a cornucopia of opportunities just waiting to be discovered. How did I move so quickly? Oh, dude, it was stressful. My advice, if you have to move fast, you do one of two things. You expend your credit card and get a moving company, or you have family help you. I was very fortunate in that my family was like, we've got you. We'll help you as much as we can. My family was friggin' amazing. My mom especially really, really helped and could not have done it without her. I'm going to make a prediction. 3 years from now, you will still have a head. Well, let's hope that's the case. Let's hope you didn't jinx me and that my head's going to get like crushed by something. You'll feel really bad if that's the case. No, the Streamlabs does the reading of the chats. Hey, am I no longer state neighbor? Yeah, I'm a couple states away now. I got to a better state, and it wasn't State Farm. No offense to James, who I know is still in Missouri, but moving companies will damage your stuff, and you won't find it out until too late without having eyeballs. It depends on the moving company. There are some amazing ones here that are just awesome. So it all depends on your company. All depends on that stuff. I use NVDA as my daily screen reader, Bobby, but I also use JAWS, and I train people on JAWS. That's just what we use because it makes sense. So yeah, but to answer Michael's question, it was a quick move. So I was given the offer of the job on June 9th, and I moved the 24th. And in that time, I had to research apartments. I was very fortunate in that I had someone that could come out and get their eyes on a few places, and we settled on this one, which is not bad. There's a couple issues that I'm dealing with currently, but I think we can overcome them with some mobility and some creative working around. But this is not bad for literally 2 weeks' notice. Yeah. I will never, hopefully ever make a move like this again. Hopefully I'll have months to plan it. I will have the time to do what I have to do. But I'm just glad I'm here. It's taken me, oh gosh, like I've been here 2 weeks now. So I'm finally at the point now where my apartment feels like an apartment. There's still some boxes and stuff, but really overall, I'm very comfortable. Living room is set up the way I want it. My little dining room is nice with my little tiny table and 2 chairs in case a friend comes over. Not that I'm expecting friends to come over because why would you want to hang out at Liam's place when you can hang out somewhere better? So, I have no idea why they recommend that you have 8 gig of RAM or more to run JAWS. Probably giving themselves some wiggle room. It is kind of bloated. I'm not going to defend JAWS other than to say like it's what we teach because, again, people have the greatest success with employment using it. Also, if you can only teach someone one thing, teach them the thing that they're going to use and be effective with versus trying to teach them 2 things. Sports commentary, I really don't want to talk about that. If you don't mind, I'm going to just avoid that. Nothing personal. Just I don't want to go there. So you probably have the answer to your question. Dude, you were in this state of amazing parks and trails and stuff. I would so rather hang there than an apartment, no offense, except in winter. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of beautiful scenery. So that is one thing that as we were driving in, my mom pointed out to me because she had come here a few weeks ago to look at some stuff. And then as we were coming in, she's like, oh my gosh, you can see the mountains. It's very beautiful. When she flew in, it was like very kind of rainy and hazy and you couldn't see, but off in the distance from where I am, we're kind of like surrounded by mountains and it's very pretty, very scenic. There's so much. Hey, Lexi, how's it going? There's so much to do here. It's very just gorgeous. Brian says, hold on. I'll do it for Brian. Hello. It's nice to meet you. Hello, Brian. It's nice to meet you. There you go. Hope that helps. Colorado is better. I've wanted to live there since I left the CCB at 17. Someday when I earn money again, that is my dream. It is a wonderful place. Also, so expensive. It's nice having your own place. I've had my own place since 2007. Are you still drinking Monster Energy? So right now I am drinking an Uptime Blood Orange. I have a couple Monster Energies. But I haven't had Uptime in like 2 years. And I was like, I can get Uptime again. Whee! If your apartment sucks and Brian's is so much better, just invite all of your friends there instead. Yeah, it's a great idea. I'm just going to invite them to Brian's place, whether or not he's there. We're just going to like crash it. That is... Thanks, Word Nerd. I like that idea. I think that is really good. I think we should vote on whether, because we need to do a vote, right? Like we haven't, let's vote. Who thinks that I should have all future parties with or without his consent at Brian's place? Let's start a poll for that. All right, so vote. Should all future parties, regardless of his consent, be held at Brian's place? The poll is open. You can vote now. Bobby says you should definitely have all your parties there. So would you recommend JAWS to work with as opposed to NVDA? I don't recommend. And the reason is because I think everyone's usage is different. I recommend that you try them and see which one works better for you and then make that decision based on that. Have you tried the C4 Ghost Energy drinks? I love the Green Warhead Sour Apple. I have tried some C4s. Yeah, actually. I think they made the Monster Java Mean Bean is amazing. Yeah, Mean Bean Machine is cool. Oh, you mean the drink. So I have tried some of the C4s. I can't remember which flavors, but I did try them. I've tried a lot of energy drinks. Uptime, I love its packaging. I love its bottle, and I'm just really happy with it. What I don't love is that I can't recycle anything here. So literally everything gets thrown in the garbage. I am not a like save the forest, save the trees, hug a bunny, but it does suck that I can't recycle here. Lexi says, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Lexi, I am doing good. I've been so busy, but I am glad you are doing well, and it's great to hear from you. When hey, dirtbag, I was unlocking the door to my office building, and sure, that's fine right now, but when Steph gets back, you'll have to deal with her. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's okay. Steph likes me. It'll be okay. She'll understand. Joe G says Denver truly is beautiful. Oh, he says that on Mastodon. I don't know if he's tuned in right now, but no, Joe's right. It is gorgeous. I really love it here. I've only been here a couple weeks, but I already feel at home. Probably won't feel so much at home if I throw all my parties at Brian's place and he kills me. This is a dumb poll, but we had to have a poll for something. 10 votes. Vote if you haven't voted. Regardless of consent of Brian, should we throw all future Liam parties at Brian's place? Yes or no? I vote yes. I can't vote though, but you can vote. Oh man. So this weekend I'm hoping to stream a little bit. I'd like to do some crazy party. My weeks are going to be very busy. So look for streams on either weeknights or weekends. This is the last chatting with viewers at this time. A, because it's 7 a.m. Mountain Time. And B, I can't because I will be working. And I have to go in early, probably. Yes, do it. Also, hi, Liam, says Madeline. Hi, Madeline. Then you don't know Steph. You'd be murdered for having the thought. No, I think Steph's going to really disappoint you and be like, that's cool, Liam, you're awesome. Mainly just to annoy you, probably. We'll have to ask her when she gets back. I will laugh hysterically. All right, so let's end the poll. See what you guys have voted on. Should all future parties, regardless of his consent, be held at Brian's place? Yes, 75%. No, 25%. The ayes have it. So get ready, Baldwin. The party machine is rolling on in. Yahoo. Actually, I don't think my place would really be... I mean, it's not that I have parties. I wouldn't mind having like a friend over and cooking dinner for them, like making like Swedish meatballs or something. But like, I really don't entertain large groups. I don't really like large groups unless it's viewers. Then the more viewers, the better. But in general, like, I'm not a big like, let's have a bunch of people over. Let's have a shindig. Let's have a luau. Let's have a party. Let's have a fiesta. Let's have a thingy. Also, Brian, I'm also very amused that you have to go into the office today. Ha ha ha. Of course, I'm sure this is eventually going to be on the other foot when I'm like, damn, I have to go to the office. And Brian's going to be like, haha, I get to stay home. So, also, I think it's safe to say that me and Brian work together. I think we can say that, right, Brian? We both work at Blockbuster. We bust blocks. Kind of like Mario or Breakout. Yeah. That's it. Aha. Well, it was nice knowing you. Steph loves her peace, especially with having a 2 or 3 year, almost 3-year-old in the house. She loves silence and sleeping. Haha. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. So, man, there's been a lot of stuff going on, and I really wanted to talk about what's been new, and I have not had a chance to read anything, you guys. I don't know what's new and cool. Mortal Kombat 1 is looking neat. Cannot wait for that. There's been a lot of stuff out of the conventions and everything. Humanware's got some new stuff, but I just have not been keeping up because I've been so busy. Oh, well, I guess anyone that watched the stream and stuff now know where you work because I've said where I worked before. Oh, have you? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, okay. Well, now you know where I work if you're paying attention. Or something. FF7 accessibility mod apparently. What? Wait a second. I have not heard about this. I want to play FF7. I want to grind to level 99 in the Mako reactor. That's really interesting. Okay. I'm very interested to see how this works. Now, is it going to be, what version is it going to be? Is it the horrible remake or the original? Because I know there's a PC port, right? If it's the PC port of the original, let's talk. Yep, the Polish dude with the sexy voice is making the mod. I'm not Polish. Oh, you're referring to someone else. Also, big thanks to those that have been boosting the post on Mastodon and Twitter. I know Twitter is just kind of hanging on by its claws right now. Its toes, its nose, which crinkle. PC port. Oh, the remake. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. I love the original, I think. I know they're remaking Super Mario RPG, which is really interesting. MK Mobile is playable. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm not overly excited about Mortal Kombat Mobile. I'm excited for Mortal Kombat 1, though. Haha. So I may not be able to stream that the day of release because work. But I'm going to be playing it. Don't you worry. There will be some Mortal Kombat going on. Oh, hey, suggestions for cool blind-friendly things to do in Chicago. It's on our list of possible places to move. Yes, don't get shot. That is a cool blind-friendly thing to do. Chicago, by the way, very expensive. So I would almost say more expensive than Denver. I really need to check the prices, but I know where I lived, the prices are out of control. I vote. Cassie says, I vote that we have your marathons at his house. Don't get hit by a car in Chicago. Apparently, some of their crossings are super dangerous. I would say that Chicago for like accessibility is not the greatest. I mean, I'm big on Denver. I just moved here. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on here. And there's a lot of people living here. Chicago, no, I don't know. It's my home, and I love my home, but I left it, and I left it for a reason, So there is that. Yeah. If you have the marathons in his house, he can make you spin the wheel as many times as he wants. Now, he'll just murder me because he's not going to want to put up with a marathon. Steph would probably murder me as well at that point. I'm in Texas now, so I have plenty of experience with not getting shot. Oh, you'll get that in spades in Chicago. Our shooting and homicide rate is out of control. It really, really is. And it's not going to change anytime soon because the new mayor sucks at life. I mean, honestly, it all depends where you are in the city. I primarily stuck to the burbs, and they were nice. They were cool. I like them, and I like my city. I like my Cubs, and I like my Malort, and my pizza, and my Italian beefs. But yeah, I don't know. Denver is actually second on the list. My partner just has more connections in Chicago and lives in Michigan. Oh man, I don't know. So Chicago, it all depends on your connections. Like Chicago might be better if you have more connections. That might be better. I do think though, there's a lot of people coming here and there's good reasons for that. But if I'd ever go to Chicago, I'd bring a piece or acquire one first thing I do when I get there. It's not awful, but it's like any big city, right? Even Denver's got crime and stuff too. So it just depends where you go. I'm in the burbs. I like the burbs. I'm rocking the suburbs, just like Quiet Riot did. Except that they were talented. Points if you get that reference. I liked Michigan though. Michigan was cool. I really enjoyed exploring the mitten, which is not slang for anything. It literally it looks like a mitten, and I've traveled all over Michigan, so I've explored the mitten. But no, I'm big on living here. It's nice. I love at night it gets cool, so you can just open your windows, get a nice cross breeze. I forgot to open my patio door last night and it was hot. And then I was like, why am I so hot? And then I was like, oh, because my balcony is closed. So, oops. Oopsie doopsie. Didn't plan that out very well. So today I still have stuff to do. I've got class and technically I'm on break for a little bit, but I still have class. I'd like to be there. I also have something. Oh, I got to go to the bank. Yeah, I forgot about that. You should let Ben Fold stick to singing it. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you get the references. Damn it. I now have the Morning in the Burbs song from Daria in my head. Thanks, Liam. That wasn't what I was going for, Sarah, but cool. I'll also let Ben Fold stick to singing Get Your Hands Off of My Woman. Love his version of it. Just in general, Ben Folds is pretty awesome. So yeah, today is a cool day. Also, I have a nice little floor fan, and it keeps me nice and cool. And I don't even think you can hear it. Let's turn this up. See if you. Yeah, a little bit, but it's not too bad. Because the only thing that my apartment lacks is central air, which normally is not a problem. When I got here, it was like 85 degrees, and it got into like the 90s the first week I was here, and that sucked. But otherwise, it's supposed to be cooler here, and I like that. Oh, I have to run. Okay. See you later, Lexi. Y'all take care. Congratulations on your move. Thank you so much. I am happy I moved. And I start work soon, and that will be exciting. And then I can't talk about it, which is also exciting, because then I feel like a spy. Because that's cool. I'm going to be like, I'm doing super secret stuff. Wow. It has one ceiling fan in the dining room. I actually keep forgetting about it. I don't even know which switch controls it. So it's got, but there's no ceiling fans in the bedroom. That would be amazing. I would love a ceiling fan in this bedroom. I don't think this bedroom even has lights. There's a light switch, and I don't even know what it does. I think it's just there. I think it had lights, and then they like boarded them over. So there's like a switch that just chills out, and I don't know what it even switches. I would need to like mess with it and see. Yes, there's a cool video of him conducting an orchestra and making a song in like 20 minutes or something ridiculous. Yes, I've seen that. That thing is really cool. It was like the Chicago Junior Orchestra or something, and it's up on like all the streaming services, and it's really cool. Every room in my house has them, even the bathrooms, except the upstairs hallway. It is the only room that has no ceiling fan. Yeah, I have like a vent over my stove, so I guess that's a fan. I have the one in my dining room, which is cool, but it's in my dining room. And then I've got like the little exhaust fan in the bathroom. And like, there's no other fans. So it's a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. The cool thing is it's got a balcony, and it's got a little storage room off the kitchen that I'm making good use of for storage. And it's a big room, and I'm already filling it up with stuff. So like there's water in there, there's some ginger ale and stuff. My garbage cans in there. It's a nice little storage room. I actually really like it. What you sometimes have is a receptacle that has 1/2 controlled by a light switch. You'd plug a lamp in there. I don't think there's any outlets that are controlled by it. I have to mess with it. My bathrooms have legit ceiling fans. Really? Like you have an actual like ceiling fan in your bathroom? That's crazy. I've never seen that. It's neat. I guess it seems kind of overkill, but it's still kind of neat. You know, the hardest thing though about this move, honestly, I think there's a couple things. One is literally living on my own. I have never done. I've lived with others, whether it's family or a partner, but now I'm on my own, and it's so weird to get used to. It hasn't bothered me like I thought it would. I thought it would be more of an adjustment. The other thing that is weird is the time change, and I'm still getting used to things happening earlier. Cubs games happen earlier. My friends are messaging me earlier. Things that I'm used to just happen at different times. Sports especially is weird. So like everything's starting early. Client, no answer. Says Brian. The house had no AC, so I get why the overkill on fans. We now have central, but the upstairs still gets pretty warm. I have seen bathrooms with 4 switches only once. My bathroom's got a couple. So now I'm working with you in the background. Try not to talk too much smack and distract me. Oh, I will. I will really good. I will very, very much so, because it's fun and I enjoy distractifying you. And, you know, I mean, that will be fun. I'm also fairly certain our offices are going to be right next to each other, which is also special. Oh boy. Probably should not put Liam and Brian in the same locality. I just don't think it's a good idea. One controls light, one controls another light between the toilet and bathtub, one for the fan, and the other for a heater. Huh. Yeah, I have not looked at the heat in this place yet. I hope to not need it for a while. The other cool thing that this place has is in-unit laundry when it works. There's a problem with my washer, and I'm still waiting for it to be fixed. So I will need to probably do laundry this weekend because I don't want to be your prototypical male and never wash my bedclothes because that's gross. So I do need to clean like sheets and pillowcases and stuff. Also need to make sure I have clothes for the week and yada yada. So, but I like it, man. It's cool. I never thought, like, when I had my list of places. So true story, when I told some friends that I had gotten hired to teach, everyone's like, "Oh, bro, you're going to love Seattle." Like, everyone just thought I was going to Seattle. It was just the assumption because I love the Northwest, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're going to love Seattle." I'm like, "Actually, I'm not going to Seattle." And then when I was like, "I'm going to Colorado," everyone's like, "We didn't see that coming." Distractify, a word used in specific instances of distracting Brian, can only be used by Liam's in reference to distracting and annoying Brian's. Sud share, bro, unless there's a laundromat really close. I've never heard of Sud share. What is Sud share? Oh. Poplin. Now, I don't think it's Sudshare anymore. It's called Poplin now. Really? I don't mind doing my laundry. I do mind doing my laundry. I hate laundry. That is the one thing. Like, I was cool with cooking and cleaning and all the things, but like that was the one thing that Cassandra always did was laundry because I hate laundry. Duh. Oh, poll time. Breakfast location with coffee. Starbucks, McDonald's, or 7-Eleven. Okay. Hold on. We haven't gotten to do this in a while. It's been a long time since we've got to vote on anything. All right, so McDonald's, Starbucks, or all right, let's vote. Where is Brian getting his coffee? Starbucks, McDonald's, or 7-Eleven? Oddly enough, I enjoy that definition, not because Liam, but for Sarah's creativity, says Brian. Werner says, "Hi, Liam. How are you? I am doing good. Thank you so much. I'd rather do laundry than clean bathrooms. I would rather clean, my own bathroom. I didn't even mind doing that. I hate laundry because I hate folding it. Oh, I just hate it. Hate it. I don't like Star Sucks. Star Schmucks? Yeah, I don't like them either. Although I wouldn't mind a frap. And I can get that now, can I? I'm excited to see what's near the office because there might be some stuff that I can't get over here. Still too far from Taco John's, which makes me really sad. But closest Taco John's is like 13 miles away. in Denver, which sucks because I like Taco John's. Although Del Taco, I will say is pretty good. I was very happy with my Del Taco experience. I liked it. I also like Qdoba, not as much as some other people that we know, but I do like Qdoba. It is pretty delish. All right, so we're voting. Where is Brian getting his breakfast coffee? Is it Starschmucks, McDonald's, or 7-Eleven? Oh, it just splashed me in the nose. Oh, my drink just popped up and got me right in the nose. Oh. Qdoba is amazing. It is very good. How dare you, Sarah? I'm a very important person. Oh, regarding misspelling his name. I usually misspell his name too, but it usually starts with an A and then ends with an E and has 7 letters. And you know. Qdoba is the bomb, but it depends on my mood. Plain Jane mood, then Chipotle. But if I want flavor, Qdoba. I don't think I have had Chipotle since I moved because I'm happy with Qdoba. I love that you can get like the little crunchy tortilla strips and like they've got like that spicy Cholula hot chicken stuff and like I love all their salsas and oh, so good. Now I want Qdoba. All right, so we're still voting on Brian's breakfast. We haven't gotten to do this in a long time. Brian has been away, and it's nice to see the prodigal son return. So I'm glad that he is back and can now, interact. I'm really sad that we won't get to do this anymore after this week. We won't be voting on his breakfast, but maybe we can vote on his dinner. Or we can vote on his Saturday morning breakfast. I don't know. I want to keep doing chatting with viewers. I'd love to keep it going because this is a lot of fun. I just can't do it during the week anymore because work. The app is also accessible. The Qdoba app, I mean. If you eat there enough, get the app and rewards. Seriously, it pays off. I'm pretty sure I know someone who's got Qdoba rewards because they go there constantly. Usually every other text is at Qdoba, it is good. And Brian knows. That's all I have to say. All right, I'm going to give you guys another few seconds to vote on Brian's breakfast. I think we're good. We have 11 votes. Let's see where Brian is getting his breakfast or his coffee. Starbucks 54%, 7-Eleven 27%, McDonald's 18%. All right, Brian, Starschmucks time. Cool. So you guys have spoken. The trash heap has spoken. Cool. So that is good. That is good. Hey, Everett Elam. Hey, dude. Everett says, howdy, folks. Hey, Everett. So good to talk to you again. I am so glad to be in my new home. I don't know if this will be my forever home, but it's my new home. And I like it. Just moved chatting with viewers to Saturday mornings. I might do that, actually, James. Yeah, I want to keep it in the mornings because I love doing this. Maybe we'll do that. It'll be a little later on Saturday morning. I'm going to tell you that much. I ain't doing no 7 o'clock in the morning. But I like the idea of doing chatting with viewers in the morning. It's kind of nice. I really enjoyed it. Just coming up in the morning, being able to talk to everyone, just how's your week? How are things going? And it was kind of cool for Friday because Friday used to be my busy school day. And then I had a couple students and stuff like that. like I said, now it's just impossible unless I do it at like 4 a.m, and it's not happening. Yay, Starbums. Time to see if anyone in the office wants anything. Yeah, I'll take a vanilla bean frap. That would be awesome. If you want to get me that would be really good. I would appreciate that immensely. Or, you can wait till Tuesday when I'm there and you can buy me something. Yeah, and you all wait for the day that he streams when we're in the same room. Well, if you didn't insult my apartment, I would let you come by and stream, but since you've insulted my apartment, you are not welcome in the Liam pad. So, yeah, it's not going to happen. Jerk. That will happen one day, though. We're definitely going to have to do a stream of some sort. I approve. We'll make something happen because I think it's kind of funny. We always talked about like Brian co-hosting on something, and we never did it. But now it's very easy. All you have to do is travel 0.2 miles. Chatting with viewers is a nice way to wake up with quality entertainment. I don't know if it's quality entertainment, James, but it's something. But after seeing my place, you now know why. Listen, I understand that your place is better than anything I will ever have, but I like my place. It's mine. And like it's mine. And it's not that bad. Except that I think there's like holes in the floor. And when you walk on some parts of the floor, it kind of shifts and moves. But listen, it's okay because it's my place. And it's not messy. At least I'm not going to say anything. Never mind. I'll text it to you later. I'll text you later. Oh, gosh. I was about to say a thing, but I'm not going to say the thing I was about to say. I mean, I take good care of my place. There's some boxes and stuff. I've got some Comcast boxes in the living room, which, oh my God. So I'm trying to get TV set up because I splurged a little bit and got television because I actually really like sitting back on, now I have a couch, which is cool. And so I like flopping down on my couch and watching TV. Yeah, I kind of just watch Home Shopping Network, but like sometimes I like to get the news or like I can get like On Patrol Live and stuff. And so I wanted TV, but I can't get my friggin' Comcast box to like work correctly. And I really hate Comcast. I really do. I'm not a Comcast fan at all. So yeah. But yeah, I'm very sorry that my place is inferior to yours. But I am happy with it. Also, it could be way worse. But I would definitely like have friends come over. I'm going to like pick a lower class of friends that will actually come here and be like, wow, this place is amazing. I just have to pick people that are like, yeah, your place is really nice compared to mine. No one is a Comcast fan. No, I mean, I like, so if I had to be positive about Comcast, I love the way that the modems work now. You scan a little QR code, you set everything up in the app, and it's really nice. And I wish they could do that with TV boxes. Because I love how it works. It just, you scan the bottom and then you just set it up. And I hope one day that they can bring that to TV. I have a TV with a little sound bar, and I was going to get a Sonos and then realized that I don't want to spend that kind of money right now because I can't. I also bought furniture, and so that's more important. I had to buy a bed and a desk, and I got some help getting a dining table, but like the desk and the bed were very expensive, and my poor credit is crying now because I'm throwing myself in debt a little bit, but you got to do it because you need to sleep somewhere. The first 2 nights that I got here, I slept on the floor, and I was like, we're not doing this. I'm too old for this. Get a Fire Stick with Hulu or YouTube TV. Yeah, I don't really. I wanted the actual cable, um, because there was some stuff that I wanted. I don't think Hulu or YouTube have reels, and I would like to watch On Patrol live. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I also just like, I don't know. I just wanted it done. I'm sort of regretting it now, but that's okay. I've dented my stainless steel water bottle so much that it went from stable to unstable back to stable again. It's nice that Sonos is accessible, but that is some overpriced stuff in my honest opinion. I don't know how overpriced it is, but it's expensive. It sounds damn good. And what you can do with it is really impressive. It's just not cheap. But the fact that it is like, here, just plug this in, configure this. Okay, it's done. And I mean, let's be honest. You're paying for the brand. That's how it always works. Like the sound bars are crazy expensive. Like I wanted a beam, and the beams are crazy expensive. A mini sub is like several $100s. The ear ones or the threes, whatever, are crazy. Like you got to put down some serious cash, but also I do feel like you get good sound. I just can't justify it. Hey, don't throw shade. My place was well kept. Oh, except Monday. But we don't discuss the state of my place on Monday. Also, I'm sure your place is lovely. It is very lovely. I mean, like I said, it's old. It's definitely not like, showy, but like I don't have roaches or mice or anything. It's clean. I keep it clean. I vacuum. Gizmo vacuums. I just sit there and let Gizmo run around and clean everything up. But, it's smaller. It's definitely not a party mecca. I wouldn't do parties here because when we were originally buying my table, my mom's like, why don't you get 4 chairs? And I'm like, 4 chairs for what? And she's like, well, if you have friends over. And I'm like, bro, you haven't seen my friends' places. No one's coming over to my place. And then I went to Brian's place and I was like, yep, no one's coming over to my place. So I just got 1 extra chair because maybe someone will want to come over for dinner. Maybe I will be entertaining. Who knows? Josh S. says, Sonos, you get what you pay for. Also, the customer service years after getting a product is still amazing. Yeah, I mean, and that's my thing. Like, I feel like you are getting what you are paying for, but it is a lot of money to pay. So I'll stick with my little Sony soundbar. I've got smart speakers around the house, and so like I'm happy with that. I don't need much. I think the one thing I would like to pick up would be an Xbox Series S. I'd like to get it before Forza. I mean, I want to get Mortal Kombat 1 because I guess they're doing a test next month, and I don't know if it's going to be you're allowed to stream it, but I really want to try the open beta, and like really excited for that. But the Series S, the 1 terabyte's not coming out till September. So I'm probably going to be stupid and buy it on PS5 and then later buy it on Xbox again because I'm dumb. But that's what we do. Do I have a Roomba? She wrote Rumba. Rumba. No, I have a Roborock. It's a Q5. And it's really cool. It like talks to me and like tells me secrets and stuff. Entertain me, you bastard, says Brian. No, because you're going to judge me, Brian. Assistive technology is very pricey. Well, it's not assistive technology related, but it's just home theater. And home theater in general is very pricey if you're going for hi-fi stuff. But yes, assistive technology is also very pricey. And it's pricey because it's a niche product. So anytime you have a niche product, supply demand. If 10 million people needed Braille displays, they'd be a lot cheaper. But since they don't, yeah, supply demand. Q5 is accessible to use. Yes, and it works very well. It drives around, uses LiDAR to map your place. If you could see, you could actually draw the rooms out and stuff, and then like set up boundaries and yada yada. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm just happy to like let it go and do its thing. And my apartment's not big. It cleans it in like 45 minutes. So I'm good. Why would they want to remake MK1? Oh man. So Mortal Kombat 1 is a reimagining. It's a reboot. And I'm so excited for it because I want to see what they change. So a lot of people hate reboots, but I find it interesting because there's a lot of different stories we can tell. There's a lot of what happens if this were to happen. What if Scorpion and Sub-Zero were brothers? What if Melina and Katana didn't really hate each other out of the gate? What if like all these things? What, you know, and I'm excited for that. Like, give me some new stories. Let me see what happens. Can we do a multiverse? What happens if like characters from the old universe merge with the new one? Because I feel like that's going to happen. I feel like it has to. And I'm so excited for that. Like, let me have that, man. I also don't mind the reboot because the people that made the game are rebooting it. So, like, it's their property. They got the right to do it. It's not like a whole new team went in and like, hey, let's remake a thing. Like, you got Ed Boon that created the thing 30 years ago going, yeah, let's reboot this bad boy. Let's tell some new stories. I'm all for that. I love stuff like that. Also, I just love I also just love Mortal Kombat, so I'm excited. That's like my favorite fighting game series. Are we ever going to get another Crazy Party update? I would think so. I don't know what the process is on porting it. So that would be like a pragma question, but I'm sure we're going to get an update. I'm hoping that the update will bring the porting, because the porting would be amazing. Like, we're overdue for that. Okay. So it is 8 o'clock. Man, it's so weird to get used to because normally we would start chatting at 8. So 8 o'clock, 9 something, I've got class. Well, yeah, both me and Brian have class. Brian and I. Porting. Yeah, no, I have the Q5. So porting is where I say we. I have no part of this. They're taking Crazy Party and putting it in a new engine. It's the engine that Survive the Wild is written in. And it's going to bring a lot of enhancements like HRTF and some modern things, theoretically cross-platform eventually. But I don't really want to say because, again, it's not my place to say. But I know that it's going to that platform. So I don't know what the process is because I haven't talked to Sam or Pragma or anything. I'm trying to port my games to the new engine. I've just been busy because job and life and stuff. Has there been any news regarding accessibility in MK1? No. But I'm very confident because of the stuff that Warner Brothers has been doing with their other games. They've been doing text-to-speech for menus and a lot of other stuff. So if that ports over, I have a really good feeling that accessibility will be good. I don't know if we're going to get like the HUD stuff like Street Fighter 6 has, which would be really cool. But I do think we are going to get some stuff. We'll know more in like another month. That's right. Enough of BGT. Yeah, it's time for people to move forward. No, it's not really BGT though. It's a whole new, it's the same language sort of. There's definitely some changes. But we've been working on making the process smooth. It's also closed, so he's not releasing it for people, which is why we just like don't talk about it much because a lot of people are like, "Oh, are we going to get to use it?" I don't think that's going to happen. Surprised that he's letting me use it, but I appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. So, hey Ben. Well, no, I mean Brandon, that would be like saying, hey, EA doesn't share Frostbite with people. Like, I mean, people create their own tools. Like, and like um, there's no reason for them to share proprietary stuff. And I'm cool with that. Like, I originally did not think I would get to use it. I didn't think anyone was going to get to use it. So I don't think it's being code stingy. When you build a thing, like, that's your thing. You don't have to share it. Like, you're getting the S. I just got the X. Yeah, I don't need an X. It's large. I don't need the drive. I don't need 4K. No, I mean, I don't think there's like, also, I wouldn't, I mean, even if I were him, I wouldn't want to license compiled binaries because then I have to support it. And if I'm not, releasing it to a bunch of people, I don't have to support anything, right? Like, I can just, it's my engine. And I would still feel the same way, honestly, even if he was like, no, I'm not going to let you use it. Like, hey, it's his work. Like, that's his right. Like, I used to get a lot of hate because, like, I wouldn't share source code to my games. And I'm like, but that's my work. I'm not here to open source things. I'm not here to give my work away. I understand, like, open source is good and I have no problem with it. I just don't believe in it. It's just a personal thing for me. So, like, I used to, hey, can we have the source code to Super Liam? And I was like, no, I spent a lot of time working on that. Now, I understand, like, there are pros to open source and I'm not against it, but I just don't do it because I don't play with others. I play with myself. Wait, hold on. I mean, yeah, I agree. So many people want me to make Tweezcake open source. Yeah, and I don't blame you for not doing that. And I don't think there should be any expectation for people to make their stuff open source. I really think that, like, if you are happy, like, if you're doing something in it, what is Amazon? Hold on. Oh, I don't care about Prime Day. Really? That's what you're notifying me about? Chat came out all kinds of wrong. I know. I realize that. I'm sure someone's going to isolate it. But no, I mean, I am pro open source, but I also am not pro open source. I don't want to do open source projects. I'm not interested in building them because like I said, I just don't play well with others. So I feel that, like, on a deep spiritual level. Yes, cheesecake. Can you play Xbox games? Some of them you can play through the PC, others you can't. It depends if they are compiled for PC. So, like, Forza will be on PC. I just kind of like to have a console. But yeah, I mean, some stuff you can do and works well. Really excited about this laundry thing. Might have to look into this because I don't want to do my laundry. I just want to pay someone. I just want to pay someone to come over and do my laundry for me. I used to be an open source fanatic until I tried to use open source software as a professional. Yeah. Also, I mean, too, when you work in, like, enterprise environments, open source is a no-no. So, like, I think we're allowed to use NVDA, but I think because of what we do, but really, I'm surprised that it's a thing. Yeah, I'm look forward to Forza as well. Very excited for that because I love cars, and so I'm super geeked about collecting them. And there's like several hundred cars to get. Whoop whoop. So I'm looking to get either a PS5 or Xbox. Can't decide which. Oh man, I don't know. It really depends what you want to play. If you're like, I gotta play Last of Us, then you have to get a PS5. If you're like, I gotta play Forza, then Xbox. I do like the PS5 controller a lot, and I love the haptic stuff. But I mean, again, if you're gonna do like Forza, then you need an Xbox or a PC, right? And I guess Last of Us, at least part 1, you can do on PC. And if they ever remaster part 2, probably that'll be on PC as well. So I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. Yeah, Daniel says I got both PS5 as well as Xbox. It's nice if you can do both, but if you've got to pick one, it's a hard pick. I think it depends what your needs are. Finishing my Uptime Blood Orange. They only have, GoPuff only has Blood Orange. I wish they had more flavors because Uptime makes a whole host of flavors, but they don't have them. They just have the Blood Orange. And I want more flavors. They've got like some yummy ones like, I think like berry and stuff. I don't know. I'll be playing Forza at least at first with an Xbox controller. Hope to get a wheel setup in the future, but I'm bummed because PS5 is the better controller, hands down. Yeah, absolutely. I really like the PS5 controller. I have an Xbox controller. Somebody bought me one for some reason. I don't remember why. It was nice of them and I appreciate it, but I forgot why. So, yeah. I do like it. I mean, I like both controllers, though. Like I said, I do think the PS5 is a little better. But gaming-wise, I'm not really like, besides MK and Forza, those are the only two things I'm really interested in. I'm not interested in Madden. It's just going to be another disappointment. Same with like NHL, same with everything, really. I'm just not excited at all. So I'll probably try them because I'm a schmuck and I always try the new games. I got stuck in Last of Us 2 pretty early in the game, so I'm not anxious to try the first one. I'll decide eventually. We'll buy Forza on PC, though. And if you get it on PC, you can then play it on Xbox later. Because I believe once you buy it for one, you get it for the other. I think. I don't see why you wouldn't, because I think that's what they're trying to like really push with Microsoft's like first and second party stuff. I'm not a car guy. I just want to race, says Michael. Yeah, I mean, I'm geeked though. Hopefully, we'll be able to do our own tunings, and obviously, it'll be really hard to do like customizing the cars, like paint jobs and stuff. But I'm excited for collecting. So hopefully, they'll have like the Lotus Elise again. I can get a 2005. Hey Liam, if you're looking for a sweet fizzy drink without all the calories, you should try sparkling ice. I can't say I've heard of it. Do I play Horizon or Motorsport? So, I played Horizon a little bit. Motorsport is the new one that they're just calling it Forza. And it is going to have blind driving assists, which are like a big deal. And that means that we don't just hold down the accelerator and let the thing drive for you. You'll actually get to turn and probably spin out and crash into everything and blow up and die. Actually, I don't think you can do that in Forza. But like, you'll actually have autonomous control over your car. My friend thinks he's going to stomp all over me in Forza since he has a wheel. I'm like, dude, you shift like a grandpa and can't drive. Mother of Dragons says, hi, Liam. Chatting while at work. Hey, Mother of Dragons. How are you? I thought of you the other week because Comic-Con was last week in Denver. So I was like, hey. I'm surprised it will be, or I'm excited that we'll be able to play full racing game because Top Speed was such a disappointment. So I will say, in its day, Top Speed was very good. The problem is I don't think it aged well. But when it first came out, it was very good. Honestly. But yeah, I don't think it's aged particularly well. People still play it and it's not bad, but yeah, I don't think it really aged. Okay, sparkling comes in a tall, slender bottle. Walmart sells it. Okay, I'll have to check. I've got to do a Walmart order at some point. So maybe I'll take a look and see if they've got it down here. I tried Horizon 4 and got pretty bored. 5 was pretty good. The problem is it's open world, so there's only so much you can really do. Motorsport will be cool because it's all tracks. I think they're calling it Forza Motorsport. I think it's not just Forza. It's Forza Motorsport. They're dropping the numbers, though, because they're up to Motorsport. This would be 8, so they're just going to relaunch the series. But what's cool is it'll all be track-based. So it'll just be like you pick a track. So let's just say Monaco. I really hope they get Monaco, actually. That would be cool. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Yeah, Forza Motorsport. That's right. I still play Top Speed 3 sometimes. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad game. It's one of those things that I don't think aged particularly well, but I do remember, because I'm all old and stuff, I do remember when it came out and it was cool for its time, but obviously with the advent of accessibility and things like Forza, it's going to be a much better experience. So I'm excited for that. I think what they're doing is cool. I think it's going to have a lot of really potential for being cool. Brandon was telling me it is hard to learn, but it's worth it when you figure it out. It's definitely got a learning curve to it, but it's worth it. I hope it's got Laguna Seca. I don't know. They haven't announced any of the tracks. I think it had Talladega. 7 had it, I think. 7 also, I think, had Richmond. I don't know what all the tracks will be. I really want Monaco. I really would love some of the other, because then I think they do the real. I think they do real tracks, so they're not like made up tracks. They're actual tracks and stuff, which is really, really neat. I'll take, like, if I can have like the Indy, so like, the Indy Oval would be cool. Daytona, some of the big ones. But I really want Monaco. It's one of my favorite races. I watch it every year. It's always fascinating to me. We actually had, they just did one in Chicago last week, which I think is the first time they did it. They did like a street track, which was super fascinating. New accessible racing game is going to be on Xbox or PC, Mother of Dragons. I don't know what the specs are going to be like on PC, but yeah, it's a Microsoft game. Yeah, can't wait for MK1. Yeah, so in Forza, you can turn on and off wear. I usually turn it off, but the cars, like the tires will wear. The damage will actually affect the vehicle, or you could just make it cosmetic. I'm not interested in playing realistically. I like arcade style stuff. Oh, I got a PS5 for my birthday. I've been playing Last of Us and Spider-Man. That's cool. Yeah, Last of Us is cool. I prefer the TV show. I would honestly, I love the show more than the game. And obviously without the game, you wouldn't have the show. I'm just a lot happier with the show. It does stuff that the game can't do. And I'm so happy with that. I missed so much. Oh no. was getting Starbomb orders and talking about our budget and getting equipment. I hope you guys weren't talking about the budget and going, yeah, so we realized we can't afford Liam, so we're sending him home. That would suck. Yeah, sorry, we don't actually have room for Liam. We changed our mind. That's like the last thing I need. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I think Alex is looking forward to MK1. I am too. Super excited for that. You guys know me. I'm like a Mortal Kombat fanatic. I think it was 12 years ago when they released Mortal Kombat 2011. I actually went to the midnight launch, streamed that. We actually went to the store and picked the game up, brought it home, played it all night. Took the day off work, actually, and got made fun of by everyone because I'm like, sorry guys, I'm taking the day off work. Mortal Kombat came out. All I want to do is play it. And then you have me that truly isn't into the zombie thing. Okay, here's my thing about Last of Us. It's not about zombies. The zombies are there. They are obviously important to the plot, but they're not your typical zombies. And I love that. They're infected, but it's not in the same way that they would be in like The Walking Dead or something. And I appreciate that. And I also appreciate that not everything revolves around the zombies. It really, honestly, revolves around humanity. And I appreciate that because I'm not into the zombie trope. It does nothing for me. But I love that there's really compelling storylines and really compelling characters. And I would highly recommend that you at least check out the show. It's funny because like my mom, who is not really a zombie person, I think she watched some Walking Dead, but like wasn't like enamored with it, and who has never played the game. Like we've been watching the show together. So like when she came up and we set up all my stuff, like we watched some episodes together and she loves it. I remember back when I was in Chicago back in March, we started watching the show together and we got through episode 3. And if you've seen the TV show, you know episode 3. I still say one of the best hour and a half of television this year. And like the next day, my mom was like, man, I was at work all day and couldn't stop thinking about that episode. Like, she's like, it was just in my head all day long. Oh man. Shotgun Spoon. You have missed a lot. I am now in the Mile High City, and it has been crazy. I moved 2 weeks ago today, actually, and it's been nuts. Work starts Monday. Looking forward to it. Don't forget, class starts in about 30 minutes here in Mountain Time, and don't forget, and no, we can't afford you. Well, that sucks. Alex says, I don't like the cameo mechanic. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's going to be cool. So Mortal Kombat 1 has what's called a cameo mechanic where you pick a second fighter and your second fighter comes in and does stuff. They'll assist in combos. I believe they'll assist in fatalities too, which is really cool. I'm excited for that. Yeah, that's where I'm stuck when the zombie I had trouble with that at first. You sometimes need to just like keep clicking the stick to turn towards the points. I agree though, it's a problem sometimes. Yeah, no, I highly recommend starting with 1. I highly recommend the TV show. I thought it was very good. The stories are really, it's so much deeper than the game, but also if you know the game, you can follow it. But I love showing it to people that haven't played the games because watching their reactions to stuff has been amazing. My mom, especially, who's not a gamer, but likes compelling TV, really got into it. And that was cool. That's the sign of a good show. Like when non-video game people are just like, this show rocks. Like that's how you know it's good. I'm sad that there were only 9 episodes. I want more. More Last of Us. Granted, I don't really want them to do part 2 because if you know the story, you know it's coming, and I'm not ready for it. It's gonna suck hard. But when does Mortal Kombat come out? September 19th. I believe it's a week early for pre-orders. And then there's an open beta in August. I cannot wait. Yes, it's bloody. The audio is all squishy and graphic. I'm so excited. Hey, Illustrate English says, hi Liam. Yesterday was my birthday. Wish me a good year by singing a song or something, please. Okay. Let's see here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Illustrate English. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Happy birthday, even though it's late. We'll celebrate it one day late. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'm going to bow out of Mortal Kombat as a Christian. I'm not into the violence anymore. I don't really care about violence. I think it's escapist in a way. Obviously, it's gratuitous, but that's Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat has always been gratuitous. And I enjoy that. Like, because I'm not a violent person. Unless Brian ticks me off. Otherwise, I'm not really a violent person. But I enjoy, it's a game, right? And so to me, a game is a game is a game. It's not about like real life. It's just about doing something, getting away from stuff, and gratuitous violence. And I think that's okay. Boo, this guy sucks at birthday songs. Oh, like you're much better. Yeah, Abdullah says, hey Liam, I'm not sure if you talked about it at the beginning of the stream. Someone is working on a mod for Final Fantasy VII. It will be playable for us. What do you think? I think it's cool. I was curious like what version it's for. I was really hoping it was like for the original. I know there's a remake. So I'm interested in it, but like I don't know much. I loves me some violence, says Brandon. I agree. It's just a game. Mortal Kombat is accessible, so we don't know what accessibility features we're getting yet. Warner Brothers hasn't talked about it. They don't usually talk about it much. We'll have a better idea next month when the beta drops. I think we'll have a better idea of what we're actually going to see. I'm hoping that they really enhance the accessibility and do text-to-speech instead of Jameson Price. Well, and it won't be Jameson Price this year, I don't think. I think they got a new announcer. So I don't think it's going to be voiced menus. I'm hoping it'll be full TTS, which would mean that we would get like more screens read, more dynamic content read. I think that's what we need. So I'm hoping we get it. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Violence is how I wake up in the morning. And by that, I mean everything must get slaughtered till I'm awake enough, says Brian. Oh, it's for the original. Yeah, and you know what? I like that it's unsettling, actually. I enjoy that. I like feeling uncomfortable. It's the same reason I think like people like horror movies and stuff. You like that feeling of just being like, well, that's gratuitous. That's gross. Ew. Like, because it's like, it's a game. It's media. It's not real, right? Like, and that's the thing. I enjoy that feeling because, again, it's very escapist, but we play games to escape. We don't play games because we're trying to live life or whatever. We play games because life is annoying us and we need something to do. Okay, so I need to leave soon. I just looked at the time. I'm still like 8:25, and I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, 8:25 was my 9:25, and class is at 9:45. So, yeah, Alex, it's time to dust off my Nintendo. Yeah, I just like I'm cool about I mean, I know there's a whole thing like, well, violence in video games has gotten too real. Remember 30 years ago when Mortal Kombat came out and like people were just like, what? And it was like, guys, I think if we like could see 30 years ago what we have today, we would not know what to do with ourselves. People just would have no idea. So I don't see a problem. Really, I mean, obviously you have to do what is best for you. And I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to say, like, as an individual, I have no problem with violence in video games. I mean, video games really, let's be honest, were made for adults. They weren't made for kids. Most of your gamers are adults. It's a very adult pastime. We tend to market it to kids, like, because that's just the way it worked, right? Like, but I think there is a major divide, and it's clear which games are for adults. But yeah, I know that was a big thing in the 90s. Like, oh my God, like kids are playing all these violent games and they're going to become violent. And I don't think it's the games really. I think it's the upbringing. Like, I played stuff, I watched violent stuff. But I also had a mom that was like, listen, this is media. This is not real. Like, and as long as you understand that, that's cool. But unfortunately, I think people that don't have parents that like sit down and talk to their kids and are like, hey, yeah, so he just pulled his spine out. Now, that's not really what you do, you know? Like, I think that's your problem, right? All right, see you later, Brian. So, I mean, I don't subscribe to the like violent video games make violent people. I think what happens is, honestly, I think it's poor upbringing makes violent people, and parents not talking to their children about like what they're seeing. Listen, I used to watch like a lot of like Beavis and Butthead in South Park when I was like 8 or 9. And my mom was just like, you can watch whatever you want, but we're going to discuss it afterwards. And like, we're going to set boundaries on what is acceptable and unacceptable. And I appreciated that, because if you're telling your kids they can't do something, your kids are going to go do it. And I think like monitored parental stuff is like fantastic. And nowadays we don't do that. We create very mindless things for our children. Like, Sesame Street, for example, is a show, or was a show. I don't know how it is now because I haven't watched it. But like Sesame Street was a show that like... I'm having trouble hearing. Shut up. Say that again. Stop. So it was a show that like the whole family watched, and it was designed for families. Because there was like, and I don't mean adults in like a dirty way, but like there was a lot of adult humor, and there was a lot of things that were done for adults. But there were also a lot of things that were done for kids. And it was designed to bridge that gap. Like, I used to watch Sesame Street with my mom because I remember in 1992, they made a Ross Perot Muppet. Jerry Nelson, it was like a Ross Perot Muppet. And, hey, see? So, we're going to talk about cooperation. And he had like his little like charts and everything. And like, it was cool because it was something that like adults could get. And they wanted to watch it because it was funny. And then you watched it with your kids. And like, it's just, now television has become like a babysitter. And it's not designed for the parents to watch with their kids. It's designed for the parents to put their kids in front of so they can go do something else. And, you know, I mean, but like I said, now John says, a lot of the parents these days take their kids to things that are so terrible. Yeah, but you know what? My mom let me watch stuff that was way above my level, but we also discussed it. And so my mom's like, all right, if you want to watch that, that's cool, but we're going to discuss it afterwards. And like, that was a big thing with my mom. Like, you know, I want you to understand what you just, you know, watched or partook. and understand that, like, okay, this is TV. This is not reality. These things are okay. These things are not okay. And like, that's good parenting. And we don't do that anymore because it's work, and it's so much easier to use the TV as like a babysitter. And it's sad. I love family entertainment. Like I use Sesame Street as an example, and it's a prime example of like, let's make something for everyone. Like, I can still go back and watch Sesame Street and enjoy all the adult stuff that was designed for adults. Like, and kids weren't supposed to really get it, but the adults were, and the adults that were watching with their children were supposed to get it. Like, Animaniacs is like that too. I'm a big Animaniacs fan because there's a whole other underlying current of adult humor, not disgusting humor or inappropriate humor, but like jokes that only adults are going to get. The Good Feathers were my favorite. So they were the pigeons, the New York, they were supposed to be like the mafia pigeons. They're based on Goodfellas, which is a very adult movie. And they live on a statue of Martin Scorsese, who directed Goodfellas. Kids aren't going to get that, but what the kids are going to get is the humor of the one pigeon, the Joe Pesci pigeon, like beating the crap out of the Robert De Niro pigeon. Or the Ray Liotta pigeon. Like, but as an adult, you go back and you watch it and you're like, dude, this is hilarious. Like, oh my gosh, I never realized this as a kid because I really wasn't meant to. But that's the problem with stuff nowadays, is we're not doing that because it's a lot easier to just make something mindless for children, or make something that really isn't designed for kids, but we try to design it for kids. SpongeBob is a really good example. That humor is very adult in nature and really just is not something all the time that definitely, and they're trying to do the thing where they're like trying to entertain the parents. But there's definitely a lot of jokes in there that are just not so good. So I don't know. I feel like it was like a show that was made for adults and they just made it mindless and kids watch it and really shouldn't be, but that's just me. I don't know. I'm not a parent. Probably never will be, which is good for all of humanity. Okay, well, it is 8:33. I need to go to class. So, yeah. Listen, this is the last chatting with viewers at this time. I'm going to pick a new day for it. Someone suggested Saturday mornings, which might be good. So instead of your Saturday morning cartoons, which we don't even have anymore, that's another thing. I miss Saturday morning cartoons. Those were great. Oh, wish we could do that again. Probably Saturday mornings we'll be chatting with viewers. It'll be a little later on Saturdays because, hey, listen, I work all week now. I have a job. So anyways, I do want to thank you guys for being here. It has been a lot of fun. I have enjoyed it vociferously or something. So please don't stop playing these tapes. And there should be some streaming this weekend. I would like to at least do some crazy party while I've got a little time. I was really hoping I would actually have like a week before I started working the stream. Things took a lot longer. Go back and check out the archive. I talked a lot about like the process of moving and just how much there was to do. And so like my desk, for example, I just got it Wednesday. I'm still unpacking stuff. I'm still settling things in. It's been a big change for me. I'm very excited to be here in Denver, and I'm so excited that people have made me feel welcome. And it has been amazing so far, and I expect it will continue to be amazing. But for now, I bid ye adieu. I am off to go to class and be a good little student. And I will see you all later. As always, thanks for watching and or listening. Good night and good corn.